accessories expert Shay Lowe with us today. Good to have you. And we're going to talk about choosing jewelry pieces for your body shape. You know, a lot of people don't think about this, or your body size. We've got some models from the audience that we've pulled, starting with Bobdi, who would be our example of a shorter woman. And we want to talk about what sort of length of necklace she can wear.
Right. So if someone's a little bit more petite or shorter in stature, it's better to go with a statement necklace that has a little bit of a smaller scale.
Okay.
It's not that you can't wear a statement necklace. I hear it from my clients quite often, like, oh, I can't wear it because it's too overwhelming. Well, actually, no, that's not true. You can wear a piece that's still statement, but it's just a little bit smaller in scale.
Very nice.
It doesn't overwhelm you. It's more of like you're in harmony with the piece.
Very nice. Okay. And what about going with a longer piece for her? Is that okay, or does that just draw attention to the fact that she's petite?
You can definitely go with a longer piece as well. It's better to go with something that's not too bold in scale, but something that could just be more of an accent that'll cascade down the front, and it kind of elongates your shape.
Very nice. I love that. Okay, let's move on to Kate. So Kate would be our example of a taller woman. And you know what? If you're tall, you should embrace it. It is a lovely thing to be. What would you suggest for her in terms of her jewelry?
Well, definitely, you know, being taller, you can definitely go with a statement piece that has a lot of impact.
Oh, yes.
And something like this might be a little overwhelming on someone that's a little bit shorter. Okay. But if you're taller, you can definitely rock a piece like this. Sorry. And this piece is from Aldo, and it's $40. Can you believe it?
$40.
$40.
This is the great thing about accessories these days as well. It's not that hard to find a really reasonable price point and get these gorgeous costume jewelry pieces that can really make an outfit. And I'm not just talking about red carpets. You could be wearing a t-shirt and put on this gorgeous piece of bling. Like you have a turtleneck on, but this gorgeous piece, which is really nice.
Yeah, definitely. So you can definitely, you know, take the opportunity to wear the larger statement necklaces.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to go with something a little bit longer, you know, you can do something that's a little finer in scale. It just elongates, you know, your stature. So you can definitely rock both.
Very nice. Any other suggestions for someone who's taller? Actually, can you pull one of those, the one like you're wearing?
This one?
Oh. That is a bauble.
Is this piece
right
crazy
there.
or what?
That is gorgeous. Put that on my hand. Like, I want one of those.
Yes, exactly.
That's beautiful. And you know what? It's weighty, so you have to sort of have the integrity to pull off a piece
have a little
like
bit
that.
of weight.
Very nice.
Definitely.
Okay. Let's go over to a common problem for a lot of us, our viewers, and that is if you have a significant bust. So a lot of folks will probably tell you, you know what, I can't wear certain pieces. They're not going to sit properly. What would you suggest for Wendy, our model here?
Well, the key with this is you don't want something that's too fine that's going to get lost in the area. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh, to have these problems.
If you wanted to wear a longer piece, it's better to go with something like this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You know, that cascades down, that goes past the breast line.
Yes.
And then you could even double it up depending on the length.
Yeah, because then what happens is you get a lot of this action happening. Did it?
Yeah.
And then it goes over here.
Exactly.
And you're like, that's not necessarily why I wore this piece.
Right.
So do you ever suggest going with a pendant in the middle just to keep it in place?
You definitely could. You know, the key is with this is you want something with a little bit of weight to it. If it's finer, it'll move around and that sort of thing.
Right.
And then if you wanted to go with something a little bit shorter, you could go with a piece like this from Stella and Dot, which again, it's still statement, but the scale is appropriate. It's really about the scale and something that's not going to interfere with the cleavage, that cleavage point where it could kind of get lost down there.
That is absolutely beautiful on her. Thank you so much, Wendy. Let's talk about all body types, because you recommend accessories like belts. Yes. Anyone can pull off a belt,
I love belts. I think belts are great for any body type. Whether it's, you know, a thinner belt or something like this. These are great for fall. They're from Aldo.
It's beautiful.
You know, it can accentuate your waist no matter what your size. I think it's important to show that, you know, we're women, we want to show off our figure, and curves are great, they're beautiful, and we should definitely want to, you know, we should highlight that.
Well, I agree.
Yeah.
I like my curves. Shay Lowe's jewelry is available on the shopping channel, so you can go to cityline.ca for more information on that. Your pieces are gorgeous.